Hello student, we have discussed the next polymer from this, that is the polyamide polymers. No doubt this is the part of this chapter, Introduction to the Polymer Chemistry. Actually these polyamide polymers are known as nylon. They are known as nylons. Nylon is the here generic name of a polymers which is formed by the here condensation polymerization or ring opening polymerization. So here there are present two types of the polyamide polymers. One of them is nylon 66 and second one is the nylon 6. Nylon 6. In both of these polymer there is present a common CONH group, which is important here. CONH group is common in both of the polymers. But actually if you have to observe the monomers of these two compounds, then it is observed that there is no relation of the name of the monomers and this compound. इसमें जो मोनोमर पाए जाते हैं उस मोनोमर का और इसके ये नाम का पॉलीमर के नाम का कोई रिलेशन नहीं है. इसके पीछे एक किस्सा है. आई वॉन्ट टू से समथिंग टू यू. केमिकल से पॉलीमर से और ये दोनों पॉलीमर्स दो अलग अलग साइंटिस्ट ने, केमिस्ट ने, इन्वेंटर ने दो अलग अलग प्लेस पे इसको तैयार किया है. उस वक्त एक ट्रेड था कि जो कुछ इन्वेंशन है, जो कुछ डिस्कवरी है, वो डिस्कवरी या इन्वेंशन केमिकल सोसाइटी द्वारा प्रमाणित करने के लिए वहाँ पे सबमिट किया जाता था. जो कुछ इन्वेंशन है वो. अब हुआ यूँ कि ये प्रमाणित करने के बाद दोनों ने अपने अपनी ओर से एक दावा किया कि ये जो इन्वेंशन है या ये जो पॉलीमर है उस पॉलीमर को हमारा नाम दिया जाए. दोनों ने अपने अपने ओर से वहाँ पे एक दावा ठोक दिया. अब प्रॉब्लम ये था कि जो केमिकल सोसाइटी के पदाधिकारी थे उन्होंने एक ऑब्जर्व किया कि मोनोमर यानी रिएक्टेंट सेम है दोनों के. प्रोडक्ट जो तैयार होता है यानी नायलॉन 6 या नायलॉन 66 जो तैयार हुआ वो भी सेम है. फिर हाउ वी हैव टू गिव द नेम टू दिस. इसलिए ये अब दोनों का एक अलग अपना अपना दावा था. इसलिए उन्होंने क्या किया, एक बीच का रास्ता निकाला. दोनों जहाँ के हैं उस प्लेस का एक प्लेस के बारे में सोचा गया. पहला जो साइंटिस्ट था वो साइंटिस्ट या केमिस्ट था वो न्यूयॉर्क का था, न्यूयॉर्क. और सेकंड जो था वो लंदन का था, लंदन का था. न्यूयॉर्क में से ये एन यहाँ से लिया गया, ये वाई यहाँ से लिया गया और लंदन में से येलो एन जो है ये यहाँ से लिया गया. एंड सो द नेम इज टू बी गिवन, दैट इज द नायलॉन 6. तो इस प्रकार का एक केमिकल लोचा ये नायलॉन के नाम देने में हो गया था. ऐसे बहुत सारे केमिकल लोचे अपने केमिस्ट्री में है. द फर्स्ट polyamide polymers, that is the nylon 66. This nylon 66 is formed by using the monomers of adipic acid and the hexamethylene tetraamine. I have to write all this reaction on the board to save the time actually. So here during the addition of this reaction we have get initially nylon salt. The addition takes place directly as we have take the n number of molecules, so large number of molecules take part in this addition. So this hydrogen is added with this, there is a formation of here OH3n, and hydrogen from this is added here, there is a formation of just like this. As the nitrogen here contain the lone pair of electron, no need to say about this now, so it is important. So in this way there is a formation of the nylon salt here. Now by the condensation polymerization of this nylon salt we have get the nylon 66. This condensation polymerization takes place at high temperature, that is a 553 Kelvin, and the high pressure here it is important. While the condensation takes place the water molecule is to be removed. How it is removed? Here 2 hydrogen and oxygen from this it is to be removed, and here 1 oxygen and 2 hydrogen from this it is to be removed, and we have get the compound just like this. See here 1 oxygen is to be moved here, and from this here 2 hydrogen is to be moved, the nylon 66. One thing is most important, as per my previous discussion, I have say here there is present CONH linkage or group. So here we have to also observe here. Now why the name is given nylon 66? Because here both the monomers have contained the 6 carbon atom. See here, this is the 4, 5, 6. That means adipic acid contains the 6 carbon atom, and this hexamethylene diamine also contain the 6 carbon atom. So as both monomers contain the 6 carbon atom, the name to this salt is given nylon 66. So in this way the nylon 66 is formed. The properties and uses we have to be discussed now. Properties of nylon 66. Number 1, it is used a linear condensation polymer with high molecular mass. Number 2, it possesses high tensile strength. Number 3, it does not soak water. Uses of nylon 66. It is used for making sheets, bristles of brushes, surgical sutures, textile fabrics, etc. Now next polymer we have to discuss, that is the nylon 6. This nylon 6 have the monomer, that is the epsilon caprolactam. We have take the epsilon caprolactam which is in the form of the ring. So during the polymerization, what happened here? This epsilon caprolactam is react with the water at high temperature, that is a 533 to 544 Kelvin, 43 Kelvin. During this temperature or during this process, what happened? This ring opening polymerization, this ring is open in the form of linear chain, and so what we have discussed, so we have to observe this in this manner. Now see here what I can write. I can write just like this. This is the NH, that means from this we have to take the NH. Now how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can write here CH2 5 times. Then here there is the C double bond O linkage we have to observe, and this is now in the form of the chain, so I can write N here. So in this way the product which you have to get, it is the nylon 6 now. Actually as this monomer contains the 6 carbon atom, so this polyamide polymer is called as nylon 6. So it is important. Now the uses of this nylon 6 we have to be discussed. Uses of nylon 6. Due to its high tensile strength and luster, nylon 6 are used for making tire cords, fabrics and ropes. Now next polymer we have to use polyester. The name itself suggests here in this case there is a esters which are present in the link form, that is the repeating unit of the ester we have to observe, and so what it is called as polyester. For example, Dacron or Terylene, it is the best example of the polyester, and this polyester we have to use in our daily life. Now how the preparation of polyester takes place or terylene takes place, we have to discuss. For the preparation of terylene or polyester, we have to take the monomers of the ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. No doubt these monomers we have to take in the large amount, so we have to write the n number of this and n number of this. Actually in my second lecture during the classification, I have discussed the preparation briefly, but here we have to again discuss as the part of polyester here. Now when this ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid are here polymerized, there is a no doubt condensation polymerization we have to observe at high temperature, that is at 420 degrees Celsius, 420 to 460 Kelvin. Here in the presence of the catalyst zinc acetate antimony trioxide. Here during this condensation the water molecule is to be eliminated, and so what we have get a salt that is called as pterilene. How the water molecule is removed here? The hydrogen atom from here and the OH from here, they move in the form of H2O, as well as OH from here and the hydrogen from here, they can be moved in the form of H2O. So we have to observe like this situation in the pterilene. So in this way we have to discuss the preparation of the polyester. Now we have discussed the here uses and property of the polyester.
Properties of pterilene. Number 1. Pterilene has relatively high tensile, high melting point. Number 2. It is resistant to chemicals and water. Uses of pterilene. Number 1. It is used for making wrinkle-free fabrics by blending with cotton, that is formation of terrycot, and wool, it gives the terry wool. Number 2. It is used as glass reinforcing materials for helmet. Number 3. PET is most common thermoplastic, which is another name of polyester, polyethylene terephthalate. It is used for making many articles like bottles, jams, packing containers.
Now next we have to discuss Bunna S rubber. Actually Bunna S rubber is the here elastomers. All of you are know about that when we have to discuss the rubber. Now here Bu stand for the betadine, Na stand for the sodium, and S stand for the styrene. So the name of this is Bunna S rubber. The name is derived like this. Actually this is the copolymer of the 1,3-betadine and the styrene. Now this is formed by the addition polymerization of these two monomers. When 75 part of the betadine, that is 1,3-betadine, is added with the here styrene, that is the 25 part of the styrene, then here the polymerization takes place, that is the addition polymerization takes place under the action of the sodium, and we have get the here SBr, that is the Bunna S rubber. Actually here SBr is the trade name of the Bunna S rubber. S stand for the styrene, B stand for the betadine, and R stand for the rubber. So in this way we have discussed the formation of Bunna S rubber. Now the properties and uses of this we have to be discussed.
Properties of Bunna S rubber. Bunna S is superior to natural rubber with regards to mechanical strength and has abrasion resistance. Uses. It is used in tire industry.
Now this is the second rubber, just like Bunna S, that is the neoprene. Now this neoprene is formed by the here condensation polymerization of the chloroprene, and this during the polymerization we have get the neoprene just like this. This polymerization takes place in presence of the here oxygen. One thing is most important, the vulcanization process we have to observe in the neoprene also. So here how the polymerization of the chloroprene takes place. During the polymerization, we have get the neoprene just like this, CH2 single bond C, here Cl double bond CH, here CH2, and it is the N times, and this is the neoprene. So in this way, during the polymerization of chloroprene, we have get the neoprene. Actually, the vulcanization of this neoprene takes place. What is the vulcanization? In this process, we have to add the network, that is the cross-link network, and here the cross-link network in the neoprene is added by using the here magnesium oxide. So how the vulcanization takes place, we have to be discussed here.
Here vulcanization of neoprene takes place in presence of magnesium oxide. Properties of neoprene. It is particularly resistant to petroleum, vegetable oil, light as well as heat. Now we have discussed the uses. It is used in making hose for transport of gasoline and making gasket. Number 2, it is used for making insulator cable, jackets, belts for transmission and conveying.